Good day. Here are the top stories of the Manila Times for Wednesday, March 30, 2022. The page 1 banner headline reads, Marcos keeps big survey lead. Former Senator Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. continued to dominate presidential surveys, posting a double-digit lead in the latest Lalo research poll. Nationalista Party backs BBM and Sara. The Nationalista Party, led by former Senate President Manuel Manny Villar, endorsed on Tuesday the tandem of former Senator Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio. COMELEC warns versus vote buying. The Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, has warned candidates in the May 9, 2022 polls from engaging in vote-buying activities, saying that it would be a different ballgame this time. Digital shift pushed versus COVID-19 impact. Lofreda Dada del Carmen, President and Chief Executive Officer of Forecasting and Planning Technologies Incorporated, said every organization had to move its business process toward digital transformation, even as the world had adjusted to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Times Online Forum tackles empowered working women. The country celebrates Women's Month this March and the National Women's Role in History, with a theme of making change work for women in the workplace. More vaccination needed, says Concepcion. The percentage of Filipinos already given additional doses of the anti-coronavirus vaccine must first be significantly increased before the government reviews parameters that will pave the way for the scrapping of the alert level system. Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship Jose Maria Joey Concepcion III said. SC rejects mining firm's tax refund claim. The Supreme Court, or SC, has rejected Taganito Mining Corporation's claim for refund of excess input value-added tax paid on domestic purchases of taxable goods and services in importation of goods worth more than 42 million pesos in 2008. Zamboanga supports BBM and Sara. Thousands of residents attended the campaign rally of presidential candidate Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., who arrived in Zamboanga City on Tuesday with some of his senatorial slate. But his running mate, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, was notably absent. Manila files protest over Scarborough incident. Manila has filed a diplomatic protest over incidents of close-distance maneuvering by Chinese Coast Guard ships in waters off Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal, the National Task Force on the West Philippine Sea said on Tuesday. In regional news, 28 mayors in Negros vow to deliver for BBM. The 28 mayors of Negros Occidental who expressed support for the presidential bid of Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. pledged their support for the former senator anew in a meeting held over the weekend, Uniteam provincial spokesman Esteban Coscolhuela said. In world news, COVID cases in Shanghai surged despite lockdown. Shanghai recorded a steep climb in COVID-19 cases on Tuesday, as growing anxiety in the Chinese city of about 25 million prompted panic buying at supermarkets. Ukraine retakes city ahead of new talks. Another round of talks aimed at stopping the war in Ukraine was scheduled for Tuesday, as the fighting appeared stalemated on the ground, with the two sides trading control of a town in the east and a suburb of the capital, Kyiv. In business, Philippines seen to profit once commodity prices fall. The Philippines is among the commodity-dependent group of emerging markets, with generally good fundamentals, that will profit once commodity prices fall, following the Russia-Ukraine conflict, according to analysts at Nomura Securities Limited. And in sports, Meralco seeks return trip to finals. Meralco aims for its third straight win against Magnolia and tries to end their best-of-5 semifinals series in Game 4 at the Smart Araneta Coliseum today, March 30. Rigoberto Tiglao and Marlon Ronquillo are the featured columnists on the front page of the Times. Tiglao insists that Marcos' unpaid estate taxes the biggest lie this election season. Ronquillo discusses the Great Disconnect. In the Times editorial, it is lamented that campaign versus TB, another victim of COVID-19 pandemic. Read all about it. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print, subscribe to our digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and keep up with the Times. With Eric John C. Kua, Paulo Dimapi, and Christian Maghanoy, this is the Fort Villaseran reporting. Have a great week.